Starting in 1968 and spanning all the way to 1972, the United States conducted the world's largest space program in history, the Apollo missions. The overall objective of the program was to land on and explore the moon so scientific research could be conducted. Starting with Apollo 7, it was the first manned flight in the Apollo missions, and the objective of the mission was to test the newly redesigned ship in space. The flight consisted of an 11-day trial. The next mission, Apollo 8, was the first mission to take men within the vicinity of the moon and was designed to test the landing capabilities of the vessel along with communication and translunar flight capabilities. Following Apollo 8 was Apollo 9 with its mission to qualify the new lunar module for manned lunar flight. The mission used maneuvering techniques and lunar module to command module rendezvous to really test the system thoroughly. Next came Apollo 11. This was basically the prep for the big day, as the next mission would be the real deal. All systems were thoroughly checked in order to assume optimum safety of the crew and ensure the high-functioning equipment would work in deep space. The difference between Apollo 10 and 9 was the addition of the lunar space module. Now comes Apollo 11, the most famous moment in NASA's history. This is the mission where Buzz Aldrin took his famous first steps on the moon with his even more famous few words that would define history. The purpose of the mission was to perform a manned lunar landing and return safely to Earth. The Apollo 12, Apollo 11's successor, had the main objective of landing on the moon and studying in depth the soil and rocks of the surrounding area. Many cite this mission as a land and grab, since most of what they did consisted of bringing back moon rocks and moon soil. Apollo 13 was the cork in the entire program. This was the first real moment that anything serious went wrong in the missions, since upon exiting of the atmosphere, an oxygen tank exploded on the vessel. With plenty of stress, NASA engineers were able to construct a solution to the rising CO2 levels and safely allowed for the flight crews to return to Earth. A notable occurrence during re-entry was the longest blackout period in NASA's history. A blackout period is where upon re-entry, NASA loses communication with the flight crew due to extreme heat re-entry. The Apollo 14 went off without any flukes and was the third mission to successfully land on the moon. Also another land and grab mission, Apollo 14 had to pick up more material since Apollo 13 never made it to the moon. Apollo 15 was the first of the 3 J missions designed to conduct exploration of the moon over longer periods, over greater ranges, and with more instruments for scientific data acquisition than on previous Apollo missions. The successful Apollo 16 manned lunar landing mission was the second in a series of 3 J-type missions planned for the Apollo program. These missions were categorized by a larger scientific payload, increased hardware capability, and battery-powered lunar roving vehicle. Last but certainly not least comes Apollo 17. The splashdown recovery of the Apollo 17 crew marked the end of the Apollo program. The mission plan was for the spacecraft to land in the moon's Taurus Littrow region near the rim of Sorrento's Basin. Cinder cones and steep-walled valleys with large boulders at their base presented the possibility of sampling both young volcanic rock from depth and older mountainous wall material at the same location. The setting for the Apollo 17 landing was a unique place in which to carry out many investigations and to return lunar materials that could help in answering many fundamental questions. In every aspect, Apollo 17 was a great asset to the Apollo missions. Its amazing and spectacular midnight launch, its perfect operation, its 72-hour lunar stay time, the deployment of scientific instrumentation, the return of the richest collection of lunar materials, and its awesome splashdown in the Pacific Ocean surely marked Apollo 17 as the mission that glorified the entire Apollo program. Thanks for listening.